Hello and welcome back again in the video. Well, in this video, we're going to discuss about one of the most important and the good data types, even the data structure in the programming language, especially in Python, which is list. So, what is list? List, also known as array in other languages. Uh, let's see what is basically list is. Let's say we're gonna create a variable which we've learned before like that. And how we create the list? We create the list like that. As I mentioned, is also known as arrays. It can contain numeric values, it can contain string values, it can contain boolean values, it can contain list in list as well. So it's really it can contain a lot data types in it, and it's a sequence that it can be stored, it can store sequential data types in it. How? Let me demonstrate it. Let me demonstrate it to you. Let's say A, B, C, D, E. Those are the values our list is storing right now. So there's another thing. Obviously, when we are storing our data or values in the list, it should store in certain place in the memory. Let's say it is storing in the one compartment, second compartment, third compartment, fourth, and the fifth. Isn't it right? Yes. But really, it start from one, two, three, four, five? No, because array or in the list. Because array or list starts from zero. How? Let me tell you some. List always starts from zero, one, two, three, and 4. Let's see how. If I want to print on the screen list, and we need to select uh, initial value, which is A. How we gonna do that? We're gonna do 0, and when I hit run, it'll going to show me A. Let's say I want to select value B or C. Let's say I want to select another value. How I gonna select it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I want to select C. What would be the index of C? 0, 1, 2. So which means 2 is the index of C. If I'll, it will going to get me C. If I want to print E, what would be the number I need to put? 4. And if I'll hit run, it's gonna print E. But the thing is, index start from 0, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what would be the length of that list? The numbers are 5, right? So there's another thing, which is like we're gonna see if we want to see the length of the list. What do you think? What would be the output? Let's see. That's another method function provided by Python. If we'll hit run, it's gonna show us 5 values are, yeah, or the storage or the values are 5 in the length, but the storage direction or storage compartment are 0 from 0. So those are two different things. Never confuse in both of them, length or index. There are two things. Index always start from 0, and length is the total sum or number of the values in the list. Those are two different things. Let's say if I want to select number from A, B, C, D, E. There are those values. But what if I want to select from A, B, and C? That's it. I don't want to select D or E. What would I need to do? How I can do that? I simply type 0 because I want to start from index 0. Then I put colon and I want to select till C. So what I'll going to do, 0, 1, 2, 3. Why? Because, and when I hit run, what would be the output? See, I wanted to select A, B, C, but what I did, I started from index 0, 1, 2, and I just wanted to end it over here, but I just ended here. Why? Because this is called list slicing. How it works, it start from here, 0, ends here. Start always includes the thing whatever the value is, and end is always excluded. Excluded means it'll stop before that specific index whatever you mention over there. And there's another thing called step. And let's say if I hit run, what would be the output? Output is the same because this is the start, this is the stop, and this is the step. Like how your system gonna iterate over the values. It's 1, which means 1, 2, 3, like that. If I'll say step 2, what would be the output? Let's see. See, start from 0, 0. A is the value. Stop at 3. 3 is D because it's excluded, it didn't include D, it's included C. A, and what would be the step over? 2 step. A, jump, C, jump, and it's ended. Let's say I just like do it like that, and then when I run, see again it's just doing the same thing because again it's excluded. If I'll go till the end of the list, I can do that. See, if I'll do that, start from 0 until end of the list, which always included. If you jump, if you just like, if you don't mention the value of the end of the list, so it will be always go till end of the list, and it always include that. So let's see, 0 always include step. I'll going to skip that, put that value which is C. Okay, that's fine. Then again step over on D, didn't include it, right? And then step over to E, which is the last index. Let's say if I also remove that index, it will be the same output again. Okay, so that is the basic concept of the list. Now list, there's another thing is like, list is always mutable, so which means list can be mute. You can change the list at any time. It's gonna take the changes in place. How? Let me demonstrate to you as well. So let's say I just mention the list and use the method append, which is provided a function provided by Python, and I'll say share like that. And now if I'll hit print, what would be the output? It added share in the end of the list. What append does? Append always add the object or the value in the list at the end. What it did, uh, it basically changed the list in place without creating a copy of that. Let's say if I want to append again like that, and now I want to uh, put any number, what would be the output? Can you guess that? Will it be work? Let's see. Yes, because it's int, and this list is for the strings, but list can store any value, any data type. If I'll say boolean value, which is true, and then I'll let run, it's also include that as well. It can store any data types in itself. But Let's say I just don't want to do that. I want to make a copy of that list, so it'll not affect the original list in place. So what I can do, I can simply create a copy of it like that. And when I just do that, and I'll assign it li2, and when now I just print that, it's not in the sheikh. See, now sheikh is not included in the original list, because what I did over here, I just created a variable and make a copy of the list. How I do the copy of the list like that, and append the sheikh in the end of the list and make it a copy. Okay, so what I did right now over here, if you look at it, I just uh, grab the list, make a copy of the list like that, and append and put the value share in this and store it in the variable li2. Now when I just print li list, which includes append 786 and true, it's showing me that, but not showing me share, because I just created a copy. Now let's see if I'll print a variable called li2, and I'll grab the list and I just made it a copy like that. This is how you just copy the list. And now over here, I come over here and I'll say list2 dot append shake over here like that. And when I print, li2 over here like that, see, that would be the output. Were you expecting that? No. Why? What's happening over here? Let me tell you. Let me explain you. That's the original list of ours. Okay, over here we were just appending uh 786 at the end of the list. Here we are just appending a boolean value which is true over here. What we did over here, we just did created a variable and grab the list, and this is how we just make a copy of the list. And over here we just made a copy, then we just append shake at the end of the list in the copy, and now we are printing copy and the original list. The original list is appended with that, which means it just took changes in place in the original list. And over here we just made a copy and made the changes in the list, because Python is an interpreter language. It didn't included those changes in that. Because why it didn't include 786 and a true in the appended list of 2? Because Python is an interpreter language, which means Python goes always line by line. So this is, I think, the right time to tell you the example. Let's say I just cut it and paste it over here, and now what I am doing over here, I'm just appending this in the original it, which didn't happen before. If you just see over here, and now it's I'm appending in the original it 786 and true, and now I'm just append this copying the original list as the name of li2 and storing the value in this variable which is li2, and li2 I just appended with the share. Now over here I'm just printing li2 and li1. What's going to happen? Again, I appended share after I just created the copy. Getting it? But let's see, because it's just coming line by line. Original list is like that. Then I appended 786, appended true, then copy, and then appended share. But what if I just cut it and paste it over here and remove the two and put it over there, and if I'll do it like that, so all the values would be the same. So this is how Python interpreter works as well, like line by line. So hope you just get an idea of that. So that's it for now, and In the next video, we're going to discuss about the dictionary, the tuple, as well as the set. Till then, take care.